searching for gold, like the 49ers. Answers are in Islam, but he thinks it's science. Anakin was here at first, now they finding giants. Allah's one, the angel gave us scriptures to remind us. The taller beings brought us algebra to realign the pyramids with the stars in Orion. When the gases were mixed, they fuel engines for flying. Aluminum suit of machine, they keep us from dying. The pyramids let off a beam to an earlier satellite that transfer gas to his rocket to continue flight. Black astronaut, learn what he has forgot. Off to another place, return when he's figured out the ancient secrets from other beings who charted first. Evidence of war there, they had it hard at first. Mothership crashed on the moon from a laser's birth. Science just found out that y'all the first. Black body fully intact from a time before. Black lady fully intact, still beautiful. Craft bigger than Manhattan, that was 30,000 years ago. It took blood, sweat, and tears to know. Time to break the chain, these are things we need our kids to know. They keep us blind in the states we don't get to know. They keep lying in our face so we forget to go. Him a spirit when he left the earth's surface. Never felt fear cause he overstood his purpose. When he would return he found war amongst the earthlings, and only shed the scrolls with the swords who were working. And every time they came home 1,000 years had gone. People that was hard to believe cause they still were young.
Amongst the stars, the gods, an arm and rob. Peaceful journey, you're worthy in the garden's fall. Blissful moment. Amongst the stars, the gods, an arm and rob. Peaceful journey, you're worthy in the garden's fall. Blissful moment, atonement where kings are glowing. Heroic, Moses, Enki, Enlil, and Joseph. Kawabi, Anunnakis, Nefertiti exposes black faces and black roses. A brilliant light. 20 million in flight, a trillion of lights, seen by the ancient civilians at night. Oldest, Africa, reptilian life, dark as the Hindus, Dravidian light. India, white red paint on the head of the saints. Holy books and wine, they read and they drank. Jacka, you transcended with the holy ones now, while we still with the sinners on Babylonian grounds. Ancient astronauts, prophets, Ethiopian crowns, spaceships left crop circles where opium's found.
Science just found out that y'all the first. Black bodies fully intact from a time before. Black lady fully intact, still beautiful. Craft bigger than Manhattan, that was 30,000 years ago. This took blood, sweat, and tears to know. Time to break the chain, these are things we need our kids to know. They keep us blind in the states we don't get to know.
They keep blind in the face so we forget to grow. Bring it back. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in.
Black astronaut, learn what he has forgot. Ancient astronaut. It must be cold, searching for souls like the early Mayans tools, searching for gold like the 49ers. Answers are in Islam, but he thinks it's science. Anakin was here at first, now they finding giants. Allah's one, the angel gave us scriptures to remind us. The taller beings brought us algebra to realign the pyramids with the stars in Orion. When the gases were mixed, they fuel engines for flying. Aluminum suit of machine, they keep it from dying. The pyramids let off a beam to an earlier satellite that transfer gas to his rocket to continue flight. Black astronaut, learn what he has forgot. Off to another place, return when he's figured out the ancient secrets from other beings who charted first. Evidence of war there, they had it hard at first. Mothership crashed on the moon from a laser's birth. Science just found out that y'all the first. Black body fully intact from a time before. Black lady fully intact, still beautiful. Craft bigger than Manhattan, that was 30,000 years ago. This took blood, sweat, and tears to know. Time to break the chain, these are things we need our kids to know. They keep us blind in the states we don't get to know. They keep lying in our face so we forget to grow. Him a spirit when he left the earth's surface. Never felt fear cause he overstood his purpose. When he would return he found war amongst the earthlings, and only shed the scrolls with the swords who were working. And every time they came home 1,000 years had gone. People that was hard to believe cause they still were young.
Amongst the stars, the gods, an arm Amen Ra. Peaceful journey, you're worthy and the garden is far. Blissful moment, atonement where kings are glowing. Heroic, Moses, Inky, Enlil, and Joseph. Kawabi, Anunnakis, Nefertiti exposes black faces and black roses. A brilliant light, 20 million in flight, a trillion of lights seen by the ancient civilians at night. Oldest, Africa, reptilian life, dark as the Hindus, Dravidian light. India, white, red paint on the head of the saints. Holy books and wine, they read and they drank. Jacka, you transcended with the holy ones now, while we still with the sinners on Babylonian grounds. Ancient astronauts, prophets, Ethiopian crowns, spaceships left crop circles where opium's found.
Science just found out that we are the first. Black bodies fully intact from a time before. Black lady fully intact, still beautiful. Craft bigger than Manhattan, that was 30,000 years ago. This took blood, sweat, and tears to know. Time to break the chain, these things we need our kids to know. They keep us blind in the states, we don't get to know. They keep lying in our face so we forget to grow. Ancient astronauts.
Just got paid $60,000 for my car crash from using this app.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm just playing some songs, give people time to come in. Thank you all for joining. I want to discuss a little bit about the ancient astronauts. I do not teach about this. My sis, my bestie on here, Michelle So Divine, she is a great teacher about the esoteric truths. But really quick, I do want to mention some things because I was on a live earlier and it was wild. It was a mess. So for the people that are here, I'm pretty sure all of y'all know all of the truth already. But I'm hoping that maybe some people that are a little confused will see what we're discussing on my live. So yeah, that's just a little bit of the topic. But I will get to it in a little bit. I have some good articles to read about it. And hopefully Michelle will join. You guys could see her. So if you're not already following her, you could follow and subscribe and join the class with us because it answers a lot of questions that, hey sis, there you are. That's Michelle So Divine right there. Y'all follow her if you're not already. And, join us with this class about the esoteric truths and the very beginning and where we originated from. A lot of people, it's hard for them to understand that the very aboriginal first Homo sapien originated in Africa, modern day Africa, which was Egypt. Hey brother, welcome in, peace, peace. I'm just going to play a couple more songs and then we'll get to it. Thank you guys again for being here.
I got soul, I got grace. Had to throw away the self-hate. Staring all my demons in the face. Moving on divine time, a nigga never late. Follow my fate. Had to learn life ain't a race. Slow down, slow down. I'm trusting the process of my pace. I call upon my ancestors, cause I need you.
I'm just over here getting my broccoli
We healing every
situated.
night and day, and they see it. Yeah, then the sky raining blessings down, I'm receiving. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Ooh, 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 yeah. Focus on the present moment, in the sunshine, glowing. All of my energy potent, all of my energy flowing. Shedding my light on the darkness. Sacred the path that I'm walking. I'm back in my bag and they know it. From conception I knew I was chosen. I'm destined for greatness, but had to let go of entitlement. Used to be so impatient, dwelling on why these labels ain't signing me. Watching everyone else, and my head drawing up these comparisons. Neglecting my health, the road to them riches was blind. Watching everyone else, in my head drawing up these comparisons. Neglecting my health, the road to them riches was blinding me. Open life, stressing too much gon' lead to your demise. Made up my mind, let it go, so I can spread my wings. Give the down an ultralight. I got soul, I got grace. Had to throw away self-hate. Staring all my demons in the face. Moving on divine time, a nigga never late. Follow my fate. Had to learn life ain't a race. Slow down, slow down. I'm trusting the process of my pace. I call upon my ancestors, cause I need you. We healing every night and day, and they see it. Yeah. Then the sky raining blessings down, I'm receiving. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Ooh, 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 yeah.
I found the answers within me. Infinite knowledge ascending. Had to be mindful with magic. I spell with the thoughts I imagine. Moving with faith, look in my eyes, it's a stargate. Infinite space and time. Wake the mind, shake the pride, embrace the trust. Moving with faith, look in my eyes, it's a stargate. Infinite space and time. Wake the mind, shake the pride, embrace the tribe. You can't compare a growth to ascension. We all learning different. No, shake the pride, embrace the tribe. You can't compare a growth to ascension. We all learning different. No pattern. Experiences all side of the prism. You can't compare a growth to ascension. We all learning different. No pattern. Experiences all side of the prism. From the depths of the ego, a sinner. Show me that there's more to life. Communication. They brought to my life had to blossom. I'm going through changes. The love of a father. Heart light as feathers. No feeling is better. Flow in my statement. Miss clouds of forever. Love every measure. These bars never let up. This is a note and a promise to always stay true no matter what I accomplish.
I got soul, I got grace. Had to throw away the self-hate. Staring all my demons in the face. Moving on divine time, a nigga never late.
Never late.
Follow my fate. Had to learn life ain't a race. Slow down, slow down. I'm trusting the process of my pace. I call upon my ancestors, cause I need you.
That is super cool.
We
I
healing
love
every
it.
night and day, and they see it. Yeah. Then the sky raining blessings down, I'm receiving. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Ooh, 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 yeah.
That shows how connected we all are in this soul tribe. Forever grateful to you, Michelle, so divine. Love you, sister. Brought this. Forever grateful to you, Michelle, so divine. Love you, sister. Brought this beautiful community together.
Ooh, 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 yeah.
Ooh, I'm so thankful for you, Michelle, and the things that I learned and the things we know. So thankful. I can't even describe, because there's a lot of people out there that are searching and just want to argue about senseless arguments. At the end of the day, we're all Homo sapiens, humankind, whatever you know, we're part Anunnaki, we're part different races. So it's just like, what is the point of arguing like who are the original people and whether we started in Africa or America? It's just so ridiculous. It's like, wow. I had to go live because I just have to talk about it. And normally I don't cover this topic because, you know, I don't want to step on any toes, because Michelle So Divine Sis, I know you teach about it. But I just wanted to put in a little bit out there as well, so maybe I can reach the audience of the live that I was witnessing earlier. Just gonna play a few more songs. Whew. The energy is just so intense lately. I know you all feel it. So I'm just trying to push out the positivity and the real. I appreciate your support, sis, you know, more than anything. But also my main purpose for this is to be a little infomercial to get people to join us in on your class. I really want people to learn more and dig deeper. They're not going deep enough and then they're arguing about it. It's like, come on, people. Come on. Come on, man. Like Susu would say. Let's see. gonna play some Londrell after this commercial. How's everyone doing today? Who's that? Hey, sis.
I ain't gonna be long. I know you wanna talk about your stuff and you kinda got sidetracked the other day, and I do apologize for at the laundromat. But I just want to say, first of all, this information does not belong to me. I always want you guys to do your thing. I am a person that lives in abundance, not scarcity. I feel like what Michelle brings to the table, nobody else can do it like me. So please do you.
Exactly.
I love that you want to teach and things of that sort. I'm never feeling like jealous. No, I don't own this information. I just want to say that.
At all.
And I love you. And
Yeah, thank you. I love you too, and I don't honestly don't feel that way at all. But I respect, what you got going on. And hey, Sue, I love you. And the way you teach it, no one else can do it like you. I'm not a teacher, but I just want to spread the word of what I learned from you, and I'm definitely gonna shout you out because the more people that have the open mind and learn is the better. That's all I want. So I'm gonna spread the word and spread the love and bring it in. Bring it into everybody that's been here for me.
I just get so happy when people want to spread this truth, honestly. And I've never been a jealous person, so I just
not
don't
at all.
understand it. It's just some people's spirit to be like, oh, who this person think they is. That's just in their spirit. So
Right.
I just want to say that though, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you giving me my flowers. But girl, do you
you so
spread the word.
much.
It's gonna be people drawn to you that's not drawn to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand about this information. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to spread the word and reach more people to bring in,
I love that.
Thank you for all the roses and the gifts, everyone.
Thank y'all for
Happy to see you.
y'all. Okay, I'm gonna drop back down and tap them at the laundromat. So,
Thank you so much for being
gratitude.
here, though. I appreciate you.
of course.
All right.
For the soul
Play one
tribe.
more song, and then you know it forever. Soul Tribe, we soul family. Set a new goal. Okay, thank you. Good looking out. Got it. Yeah, I gotta hey, this how do I say it? The energy is just I'm gonna put it at a lower one because it's not about the gifts for me, but I really appreciate the love from all of you. It means so much to me. Just wanted to say that as well. I'm gonna play us some Londrell. I love this song. Get situated, and then I will get started with what I want to touch bases on today.
I command all the fathers from all time immortal to be upon us in this moment. I salute the Father in you, 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 the Father in you. We exalt the Holy Father in us so we can align with the Holy Mother. And we can continue the creation.
Sue's lighting up the gift gallery. Thank you, brother. I'm going to ring my bell and call upon my spirit guide and my ancestors,
I've been raising my vibration,
protectors,
yoga meditation,
to be with me
sticking to the
and
basics, living in the matrix.
to protect all of
It's
us.
cynical and crazy, but
Space.
I've been swimming in amazement, writing all these verses, reversing all my curses,
Safe
walking
space
in my
for us, you
purpose,
guys.
doing it on purpose. I'm sure, I'm certain, I'm pure, not perfect. I rise in service of God, I'm a servant. Take me high, all praises to the Most High. I've been hustling my whole life.
Welcome in.
I know the struggle, I know both sides. I'm at your neck like a bow tie. I don't know death, I'm pro-life. I cannot stress, I'm so love and so light and so bright. And me and God are so tight, the light of my life. I'm reaching new heights while I'm reciting my wife. I'm going bravely, oh, I'm doing greatly. Life's amazing, I guess it is what you make it. This is prayer, this is affirmation. I've been healing, I've been feeling, I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising my vibration. I've been healing, I've been praying. I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been stacking, I've been saving, I've been healing, I've been praying. Meditating, affirmations, I've been raising my vibration. I've been hella patient, light and saging, elevating, that's amazing. Dedication, self-preservation. I'm a walking revelation, forever agent in the matrix. I'm a king, I'm a lion, I'm a giant, I'm Messiah, I'm in Zion. I'm prolific, I'm so gifted. I see the vision in my third eye, it's so vivid. I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising my vibration.
We will rebrand man and shape the future of humanity with the possibility of fatherhood. So our children will go farther, and our women can be supported as we move forward.
I've been raising my vibration.
Once neglected, now protected, most respected and reflected. Yeah, I've been raising my vibration, healing the hurt, doing the work, never revert. To whack vibes that came first. Peace in your mind, peace in your soul, peace in your home. Keeping it real enough to grow, that's how you'll know. You're raising your vibration, that's how you'll know. Yeah, you're raising your vibration. Transfiguration, out of stagnation. She remembered who she
but I won't
was.
show it because they got mad at me yesterday.
You're still evolving and amazing.
Just bumping this song, replay yesterday. Just discover it on someone's story. Oh, nice. Yeah, this song goes crazy. I love it.
In the liminal space,
He does a lot of great music.
Your higher self
Like affirmation.
day by day. Keep raising your vibration.
I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising my vibration. I've been healing, I've been praying. I've been raising my vibration.
Positive and
I've been
good,
patient,
high
I've been waiting.
energy
I've
and
been stacking, I've been
frequencies is
saving, I've
allowed
been
on
healing, I've been
this
praying.
live around my
Meditating,
peoples.
affirmations, I've been raising my vibration.
I like the 369 at the end of your name, Nicola. Is that your page? There's a page called Cola369 with your picture. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, it's a page with your picture and it's named Cola369. Exact same picture. You have a fake picture. Love, just can show you some love. Thank you so much, Sue. I appreciate the love and you stopping by. It means so much to me, Queen. Namaste. Can't wait to see you on Monday. And I love your YT videos. I needed that last night. I was watching one. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Sunday fun day in the Costco. I love you so much, Sulu.
This is a hidden gem that people...
Sorry, you guys, commercial. Let me come on here so you can see my face if you're still here, love. Let's see, flip the camera. There we go. Hello, hello. Whew, okay. So I'm actually going to play one more song for us while I finish up something and get started.
I
call my power back to me from every person, place, entity, from every space, portal, time, and dimension, from every connection, attachment, and vessel where I left it. Anyone and anything that is attempting to siphon my energy, you do not have my consent to use my vitality, and I call my power back. I now release that which is not my own. I lay down the weight that doesn't belong to me, as well as the weight that does. I forgive all things, all people, and all others. I forgive myself. I cloak myself in a bright light of protection, impenetrable. I shed light to my shadows and lovingly work through all insecurities, flaws, and self-destructive habits that cause me not to flow in the ways in which I was created to. I honor those parts of myself, and I love them to life. Any and every soul tie is now disconnected. My mind is decluttered, and I see clearly those who no longer serve me and the mindsets attached to them. I take time for self-evaluation to uncover what in me connected me to that energy, and I heal my broken places. I take up space in my own life, and I unapologetically do the same in the rooms that I walk into. My light, my energy speaks for me before I ever open my mouth. I speak those things that are not as though they were, not as if they have never been, but I activate them with my light energy into being from obscurity. My vibration reverberates and pushes away any energy that is not on the same frequency, and I align, knowing that this is all that is required of me. I receive my power back. Ashe.
It is time that I call my power back. It is time that I call my power back.
Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Drinking some all organic vegan lemonade. It's so good. There's only like 2 ingredients. Hey, Leslie. Thank you for joining. Welcome in. Okay. Thank you. So, I'll get started. The main reason I decided to go live today is because I had went on a live earlier this AM in my time zone. I know lemonade's so good. And these people were talking about, first of all, they were just super like judgmental and rude. There was an melanated indigenous person, we'll say, on there. And it was a lot of melanated people, mostly melanated people on there. And they were arguing about where the Aboriginal people had started and who was here first and who's immigrants and who's not. So I went up on the panel and I just was like, went up there and I was like, first of all, y'all are arguing for something that's pointless. Like, there's no point to this argument because at the end of the day, we all are Aboriginal melanated people. Our Aboriginal melanated people started in modern day Africa, which was Egypt then, and those aren't even what they were called. Those aren't the correct names for the land that they were in. And indigenous or native person means indigenous and native to the land that they were born on and that they are from. Their lineage goes back to their elders that are from here. Hey, Divine, welcome in, love. And you know, that's a lot of all they know. But I was trying to tell them, if you guys can please go deeper and do your research and look at the history from we'll say 25,000 years ago. Shit, 30,000 years ago, because technically it all started 35,000 years ago. And you'll understand where the Aboriginal people really started and then started migrating to the Americas and populating the lands over here. And they're like, the oldest lands are in America. And that doesn't mean that the oldest people are from America just because this land was here already. Like the land didn't just automatically appear as soon as people joined, or as soon as people, I guess magically appeared. So that being said, I did some research and got some proof of to what I was coming from and what I was saying. So we are going to start with this picture. And it says, Homo sapiens, the first modern humans, evolved from their early hominoid processors between 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. They developed a capacity for language about 50,000 years ago. The first modern humans began moving outside of Africa starting about 70,000 to 100,000 years ago. Okay? So what does that say right there? The first Homo sapien, the very first human, started in Africa, which was Egypt. And I don't even believe that those were the correct names that they were calling the lands at these times, at 300,000 years ago. They migrated over to the Americas and started civilization and evolving and growing at 70,000 years to 100,000 years ago. This is what? 200,000 years after the very first Homo sapien humanoid being. Okay? Follow. I don't judge people that are not there to understand this information yet, that it is on a trusted, legit source that I get this from. Okay? So I just want people to consider things and dig a little deeper at the end of the day, because we're all human and we're just different shades of wheat, different tones of melanin, if you will. Kabul. Before Africa, it was called El Kabuli. Okay. Thank you, sis. Good to know. Whew, yeah, guys. It's just a lot of energy. So I just ask my spirit guide and my ancestors to guide me and be my strength. And, I don't mean to come off aggressive or over passionate. But I do want to spread the word. I want people to know. And I just witnessed a live where they were just totally disrespecting a lighter skinned indigenous man because of what he believed, and they were what they believed, and they were just so stuck on it. But they were digging up proof. Like, I can get proof too. We want to go back the very first beginning of Homo sapiens sapien humans. And what color were they? Dark red clay. So originally, these higher dimensional beings that put the life essence in us to fashion us and upgrade us are not even a tone of brown. They're green, blue, orange, yellow, different colors. And they look different. They're different beings. They have humanoid type bodies, different heads, different races from different galaxies and planets. So we are not the very first thing to set foot on this earth, this land, whatever you want to call it. So I just wanted to get in a little deeper and read a little bit about this. We could, let's see, take this off and I could show you guys what I'm reading. And turn my camera around. Okay. So it says, excuse me guys for the shaking. Homo sapiens, the first modern humans evolved from their early humanoid processors between 200,000 and 300,000 years ago. They developed a capacity for language about 50,000 years ago. Excuse me, just got confirmation. Thank you, Lord. Ancestors. The first modern humans began moving outside of Africa starting about 70,000 to 100,000 years ago. Humans are the only known species to have successfully populated and adapted to and significantly altered a wide variety of land regions across the world, resulting in profound historical and environmental impacts. Oof. Let's see. Where do we begin? Before we tell the stories that make up world history, it is useful to ask, where do we begin? Where did our human stories start? Homo sapiens is a part of a group called hominoids, which were the earliest human-like creatures based on agricultural and anthropological, if I said that right, evidence. We think that hominoids diverged from other primates somewhere between 2.5 and 4 million years ago in eastern and southern Africa. Though there was a degree of diversity among the humanoid family, they all shared the trait of bipedalism, or the ability to walk upright on two legs. Evolution. Scientists have several theories about why early human hominoids evolved. One, the heredity hypothesis suggests that early hominoids were more suited to dry climates and evolved as the Africa's dry savanna regions expanded. According to the savanna hypothesis, early tree-dwelling hominoids may have been pushed out of their homes as environmental changes caused the forest regions to shrink and the size of the savanna expand. These changes, according to the savanna hypothesis, may have caused them to adapt to living in the ground and walking upright instead of climbing. Interesting. Hominoids continue to evolve and develop unique characteristics. Their brain capacities increased, and approximately 2.3 million years ago, a hominoid known as Homo habilis began to make and use simple tools. By a million years ago, some hominoid species, particularly Homo erectus, began to migrate out of the Africa and into Eurasia, where they began to make other advances like controlling fire. Oops. We really know how they advanced, but this isn't getting in that deep. Most of us, I believe, in here, there's 4 of us. I was hoping some people that came in here would stay in here and listen to this, but they're not ready for it, I guess. Though There were once many kinds of hominoids. Only one remains, Homo sapiens. Extinction is normal part of evolution, and scientists continue to theorize why other hominoid species didn't survive. We do have some clues as to why why some species were less successful at surviving than others, such as an inability to cope with competition for food, changes in climate, and volcanic eruptions. Migration and the peopling of the earth. How and why? Between 70,000 and 100,000 years ago, Homo sapiens began migrating from the Africa continent and populating parts of Europe and Asia. So that's where they started mixing and changing the color of their tone of their melanin. So then that created what I believe the indigenous people that I originated from. So I'm saying. So I also wanted to point out that a lot of people are quick to think that because their people are the Aboriginal indigenous people, that only their people are allowed to be that. Like there wasn't a bunch of, or thousands and thousands of different tribes all over the land from everywhere. And then they mixed and, collabed, and some of them were invaded and got raped, and that's how they mixed the bloodlines as well. Okay. Says they reached the Australian continent in canoe sometimes between 35,000 and 65,000 years ago. Scientists studying land masses and climate know that the Pleistocene Ice Age created a land bridge and connected Asia and North America, Alaska, over 13,000 years ago. A widely accepted migration theory is that people crossed this land bridge and eventually migrated into North and South America. So I'm definitely going to be making a video reading over this so I can get more wide span with this information. Is the first time I'm reading with you guys, and it is exactly what I was trying to explain to them on that live, but they were just so lost in like thinking in one direction. They were not even open or willing to listen to what I was saying. But I got proof right here. My proof outdates their proof. See what I'm saying? It's like people just don't want to know. How were our ancestors able to achieve this feat? And why did they make the decision to leave their homes? The development of language around 50,000 years ago allowed people to make plans, solve problems, and organize effectively. We can't be sure of the exact reason humans first migrated off of the African continent, but it was likely correlated with a depletion of resources like food in their regions and competition for those resources. Once humans were able to communicate these concerns and make these concerns and make plans, they could access together whether the pressure in their current home outweighed the risk of leaving to find a new one. So here's a map. Let's see if I can zoom it in on the picture. The red is Homo sapiens. The orange is Homo neanderthalians. And the yellow is Homo erectus. See that? How they spread? And what is that? The land, the shape of a heart, right? Where is that? Africa. This is where the very first humankind started. I don't know why it's so hard for people to accept that. And I understand where they're coming from because they were born and raised, their grandparents were born and raised, and so on and so forth. Their elders are from here, just like mine. So yes, they are indigenous natives to these lands here now, but all of our Aboriginal ancestors came from Africa. And they just did not want to hear that one. I told them. And I got the proof right here. I wish I had this proof when I was on there. I could have showed them. So let's see how much. I'm almost done, so I'll finish it. Adaptation and effects on nature, it says. Sorry, guys, let me fix my screen. I'm trying to hold it so I'm not shaking for you guys, and then there's a glare. I'll read it to you guys, but there's adaptation and effects on nature. When humans migrated from Africa to colder climates, they made clothing out of animal skins and constructed fires to keep themselves warm. Often, they burned fires continuously through the winter. Sophisticated weapons such as spears and bows and arrows allowed them to unalive large mammals efficiently, along with changing climates. These hunting methods contributed to the extinction of giant land mammals such as mammoths, giant kangaroos, and mastodons. Fewer giant mammals in turn limited hunters' available prey. In addition to hunting animals and unaliving them, out of self-defense, humans began to use the Earth's resources in new ways when they constructed semi-permanent settlements. Humans started shifting from nomadic lifestyles to fixed homes using the nature resources where semi-permanent settlements would. Okay, so this is a little I feel like guessing with them because they don't know. They're not going as deep as the esoteric truths, I feel like, for this. But other than that, they are on point about the Homo sapiens. But I know most of us are aware that, let me just go ahead and put a picture of this right here. Now, this is a picture of the ancient astronauts. This is who upgraded the Homo sapiens. This is how they evolved. They didn't just evolve to this or to, more melanated skin tone people originally on their own. We were genetically modified, upgraded organically by the ancient astronauts. Originally, we were created as Homo sapiens by the creator of all, the divine essence. Excuse me, sir. Why are you so loud when I'm talking? He knows what he's doing. Hey, Goddess K, welcome in. This is Dan thinking that we from here is a new age concept. It's definitely taboo, but it's kind of not new. Like, there's people that's been talking about this. Like, the song that I was playing when I first started was released in 2015. And I recall, people talking about it even prior to that. So it's like we're just starting to remember again. It's kind of like a wave. Like, people were remembering, and then so they put out another frequency and then made people forget again. Now we're starting to remember again, but it's different generations. So I feel like it's a little bit of everybody from every generation that might be, meant
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking to get money you're owed for an injury, I want you to imagine you and your family getting that money, because I know a way that you can. Now, before you think I'm crazy, I want to show you how you can get that money you're owed in the next 30 days. Now, if you've thought about hiring an attorney before, but you didn't because you were unsure or you had reservations, it's not your fault. You were probably given no guidance and couldn't get a straight answer out of anyone about how much money you could actually make.
I'm not going to be on here too much longer,
limited opportunity.
but I do also kind of want to touch bases.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today.
I've been on it for an hour.
And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way.
I'll play that song in a minute. Hey, Jess, welcome in, love. Thank you, thank you. So I might actually do a live on the first Homo sapien human species a few times. Because I think I got some good proof right here. It's like, wow. So come again. When were humanoids on the America lands? About 200,000 years after the first Homo sapien was in Africa, which was then Egypt. And not to mention, all of that land was connected. Like I learned, the very first actual Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains is the Arabs. You know, the Eastern Indians are like the next descendants off of the first Homo sapien human. And then they went to China and Asia. So technically Asia and India isn't Asia, so yep. Let me just go ahead and change my background. Let's see, yeah, because I got the timelines right here and everything. And then as soon as they can learn about all of that, then the easier it will be to learn about this. But this is for another live. See? Where's my picture? I like this picture. Okay. Dark night. Soul. That show intro music is so loud. Thank you. I love this. Oh my goodness, it just erased it. Do it again. No, not that. Okay, I'm having difficulties. Thank you for bearing with me, y'all. Let's see, maybe I'll get a bigger audience in with this picture, like I did kind of last night. And when I talk about this, I don't want to. Oh, it won't let me put it. Wait. Don't want me to put that. I'll just put Dark Night. And then Awakening. I know, I'm gonna put your show on right now, Sin. There we go. Okay, approve that one. Where's the remote? Put Mika back on for you. Okay, please. So, I'm just gonna play this song for us. I'm gonna hear some music.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today. And so every moment I endeavor to live life the righteous way. To serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise. Gratitude for the sunshine. Gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life. Especially when I meditate. Take a breath and then I elevate. Everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude is the fruit of life. The nourishment of the soul when there's no food in sight. When your vibrations are low and you feel blue inside. Gratitude is the attitude that gets you through the night. Never believe in lack of limitations. Anything can be manifested with a little appreciation. I appreciate my life. I appreciate my breath. I appreciate my sight. Gratitude for my health. Gratitude is the happiest mood. Even if I happen to lose, everything deserves gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how you should live. That's how you should be.
I got my family, it's making my eyes water.
With a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. That's how you should love. That's how you stay free. Yeah. 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. 2020 AD. I just wanna make love. I just wanna make peace. I just wanna stay free. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude. That's my everyday attitude. Gratitude.
Stay free.
Did you know you could be entitled to a 5 or 6 figure payout if you were in a traffic collision within the past 2 years? Yes, even if you weren't the driver.
Yes. Alright. We'll play one more song.
I see you, body full of hate, crying out for someone to save the day. I tell you, God makes no mistakes. Your time will come. Have faith. You're watching others so hard, so much so you forgot to pray to the Lord. You're so fazed by the outside world. Don't forget, your peace lives within. Butterfly, lost in the night, running out of faith, but your wings are still bright. Hold on, don't you cave in yet. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Butterfly, lost in the night, running out of faith, but your wings are still bright. Hold on, don't you cave in yet. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. That you're on your own. What you thought was right is mostly wrong. But don't waste time thinking about the past. Soon you'll be free at last. Forgive those who focus on your dark parts. Let go of others who broke your heart. Set free the friends who decided to part. Was meant to be, will be. Butterfly, lost in the night, running out of faith, but your wings are still bright. Hold on, don't you cave in yet. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Butterfly, lost in the night, running out of faith, but your wings are still bright. Hold on, don't you cave in yet. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Butterfly, lost in the night, running out of faith, but your wings are still bright. Hold on, don't you cave in yet. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Butterfly, lost in the night, running out of faith, but your wings are still bright. Hold on, don't you cave in yet. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget. Your spirit's much stronger, don't you forget.
Love that song. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the people just getting here. So, the main topic that I like to go over on my lives is called What is the Dark Night of the Soul? Short, Dark Night Awakening, your great awakening. So I do have an article here that I would like to read with you all. I appreciate you all for still being here. Understand it is Sunday. I will not be on too much longer. I just have this little bit I would like to read. I will just cover some of it today. So there will be part 2, or maybe 3. Okay. So before I start, the main purpose and reason for me covering this topic is because I feel like it is very important for people to be aware of the spiritual side of things, the spiritual realm, that we are spiritual beings. Excuse my son in the background. And we have to remember that we are only temporarily in this physical realm. So everything that we do here determines on if we are fulfilling our soul's life purpose. And part of a journey to your great awakening is going through a dark night of the soul experience, which I know I have been through many. And some people can go through many experiences stretched out, or they could be all together or one after another. Or they could just go through one and that's it for them. They had their great awakening the first time, which is kind of rare, I think, for many people to just, for many people to just have their great awakening and be, fully aware the first time, but they have their dark night of the soul experience. So I just wanted to also say, I don't want to put off any dark energy or negative energy when I do cover this topic, and the meaning of me covering the topic is to remind people that the hard times are only temporary. These trials and tribulations are not going to last forever. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is that silver lining on the cloud. What really helped me get through my hard times previously was to just keep that mindset. Always look at the glass half full type of way of thinking. And, at that time that I really just got into my mind and started thinking like that is when I was pregnant with my son, and I just wanted him more than anything, and I was high risk pregnancy. So that also made me more consciously aware of things, and just trying to remain calm, keep a positive outlook, manifest the positive way of thinking, because it is real. It is real. I feel like I'm a definite walking example of thinking and doing, positive instead of choosing the negative victim role. Because in reality, there is no victim. We are what we choose, and it is what we make it. So we just need to be more consciously aware of things that we say, things that we even think, try not to have any worries about other people. Don't go quick to judging others or trying to belittle people because they believe differently, or whatever the case may be. I just really hope that eventually people can really get together and be on the same page as things, and realize that it's not worth arguing about these pointless topics, because they're not even digging deep enough to really even understand what we really are and why we are here. And so, it all ties in together. My topic I was just covering, and this one now. So I'm just going to read a little bit of this with you guys. Drink some water. Make sure you always stay hydrated, everyone, especially this time of the year. The energy is, high. As you can tell, it's transmitting through my son. He's very sensitive with energy. I just had a deja vu. Whew, that's crazy. Anyways, let's get started. It says, what is the dark night of the soul? A guide. So it says a guide. So before I get started, I just want to also point out that everyone's experience is unique and different from others. Nobody's experience is alike, and it happens different times of your life. You know, nobody is going to have the same exact Great Awakening experience. I just wanted to say that as well. As you are experiencing a dark night, are you experiencing the dark night of the soul? Has life suddenly lost all meaning, purpose, and passion? Is there much hope because the dark night of the soul is a rebirth? But there is much hope because the dark night of the soul is a rebirth. Excuse me. You will soon discover why. Let's begin. It says, what is the dark night of the soul? When I search for the definition of the dark night of the soul, I get this: a period of spiritual desolation suffered by a mystic in which all sense of consolation is removed. I find that to be quite accurate. In the dark night of the soul, the external world seems to reject you. You may lose your job, your relationships, and anything else that has given you comfort in the past. If you do not lose those things, they may become empty to you, so you lose them internally. Here's what Eckhart Tolle says about the dark night of the soul. I guess that's a journalist, maybe. Says the dark night of the soul is a term that goes back a long time. Yes, I have also experienced it. It is a term used to describe what one would call a collapse of a perceived meaning in life, an eruption into your life of deep sense of meaningless. The inner state in some cases is very close to what is conventionally called depression. Nothing makes sense anymore. There is no purpose to anything. Excuse me, guys. Hello, greetings. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. It says the phase itself seems to originate from the 16th century. Spanish mystic Saint John of the Cross, San Juan de la Cruz, he wrote a poem covering the subject of the dark night of the soul, La Noche Oscura del Alma. I started so, yeah. What I experienced during my long dark night was a total meaninglessness. I lost all hope. I couldn't cling to any idea, concept, or belief. Everything seemed absurd and empty. At the same time, I was experiencing what Carl Jung would call the shadow. I had to face my inner demons, beliefs, and everything I suppressed during my life. Excuse me. We won't play the short video, but it says, why is this happening? It says, it happened to me because I asked for it and because it was simply my path. I wanted to know the truth. Why am I here? Who am I? Yep, I did have those questions, definitely. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I really here? Like, please let me know. Most High, God, you know. When we first embark on a spiritual path, we imagine it to be full of positivity and happiness. What we don't know is that in order to see what is true, we have to get rid of what isn't true. To connect you to inner wisdom, everything else needs to go. So I wanted to stop right there also and touch on that, because a lot of times people that don't understand what it means to be spiritual or actual, when they don't understand people when they say I'm spiritual and they try to mock it, it's deeper than what scratches the surface. You know what I'm saying? So, like, instead of scientifically going with what they would diagnose somebody with when they're going through the dark night of the soul, like, it may feel like it's your lowest point. Like, it's just. Apologies, guys, I had a call. So when you feel like you just want to like give a, like you're tired of it, tired of all of it, you want to give up. Don't give up. Like I said, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but we can't just title ourselves with these opinions of people that want to call themselves scientists and not believe in the higher power, when it all has to do with it. It all connects with each other. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's rough out here in the Bible Belt. People definitely judge different beliefs. Yeah, they definitely do. And that's, like, beside the point. People are missing the whole purpose. Like, it's not to argue about what you believe and what I believe, because I feel like a lot of the times it's the spiritual ladder. Sit down on your bottom. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you, smart boy. It's a spiritual ladder, or, stairway. And it's not for everybody right now to go through that spiritual awakening. I understand that, it's unfortunate for them. But for the ones that are aware and here to learn and that are going through it, I'm here to help. Like, if I can help guide somebody on just, finding information and going over it on my lives, that's what I hope to do. That's great with me. Thank you guys for all the likes, the support. Welcome in if you're just joining. I'm just going to read. Let's see. I'll read till, let's see. Okay, so I'll read this paragraph and then I'll read the 5 signs that you may be going through when you're experiencing. And then we'll stop reading this article for there and continue it to another live. And then I understand you guys been here for a while. I appreciate your time. I know you all probably have, different things you need to do this afternoon or evening. I do want to take my son to the beach today too. So we still got time though. Okay. So we will continue. I need to hydrate. Okay. It says, please bear with me, you guys, who have been experiencing chronic congestion for about a few years. So I'm trying to get that under control and figure out what's causing it. So that's why I do sound a little choked up, I guess you could say. Okay, it says, when you ask these kind of questions, you are pulled on a different trajectory. When we first embark on a spiritual path, we imagine it to be full of positivity and happiness. What we do not know is that in order to see what is true, we have to get rid of what it isn't true to connect to our inner wisdom. Everything else needs to go. This happens through facing our shadow. the integrating it through integration, we become whole and more in touch with the divine, with life itself. We discover that we don't have to be afraid of our inner world, thoughts, emotions, and etc. Your personal, more detailed reason for going through the dark night of the soul will likely be. Ooh, reached the goal. Thank you guys. That made me jump. I didn't expect that. Thank you so much, Cuba, Jess. Cuba, Colombia. I love that. Represent, represent. Your personal, more detailed reason for going through the dark night of the soul will likely become evident after you come out of the darkness. An important note, the view I take in this article is that you are ready and willing to meet what the dark night of the soul brings up. Going through these periods is not uncommon for serious meditators or anyone inquiring into their nature. However, even for serious meditators, sometimes therapy is needed to work through the material that surfaces. It is also highly advisable that you work with a skilled meditation teacher that is familiar with this territory. Yes. Yes, 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 guys. If you never signed up for this and you don't want to explore deeper, then I recommend you visit the Spiritual Emergence Network or Cheetah House, Help for Meditators in Distress. Okay. That is good to know. Spiritual Emergence Network or Cheetah House. Help for meditators in distress. So there is help out there for people if you need it. You're not alone and you will not have to suffer on your own. We will get through this. It says 5 signs that you may be experiencing a dark night. With all that is being said, how do you know if you're experiencing a dark night of the soul? Here are 5 signs that I noticed on my voyage. 1, life slows down. You lose your job. You lose your relationship. Hey, thank you. You lose your relationships. Successes is nowhere to be found. Outward progress grinds to a halt. Everything comes to a standstill externally, so you can look within and face what you've been avoiding all your life. Darkness is number 2. Depression and anxiety are turned up. You know how you now see what was always there. Fear, negative beliefs, judgments, and unhelpful stories all come to a forefront. You may even be drawn to dark movies and books, have dreams of destruction, and see symbols of the unalived. Concepts. Number 3. Concepts. How you arrange the world collapses. Your conceptions are just crushed. You know, from what you thought the world was supposed to be or what you thought it was, and then you have that awakening and you're like, everything has just been a lie, or it feels like it has. Hey, shout out to the chat for the live goal. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate that. It's not about the live goal or the gifts for me, really. I'm just so happy that you're here with me. Like I always say, even if it is just 8 of us here, I'm happy. Okay, so we finished concepts. Did we? Okay, no, let me finish. Let me read that again, actually. Number 3, concepts. Oh, hold on, I got a puzzle. Oh, damn it. Oh, my goodness, okay. Can't see over my finger. There we go. 3 times the charm. Okay. How you arrange the world collapses. We are seldom aware that we don't feel the world. We feel our thoughts about it. We arrange the world internally, and then we get to experience and feel the world through our own concepts. This is our self-made virtual reality. In the dark night, this reality breaks down. Yep. All the fantasies that we made up and just put everything that we needed to work through and heal from on the back burner, like we forgot about it. Well, that didn't do any good because it's just going to build up, and it might even make your dark night of the soul experience a little more intense, to be honest. So it's very important to be aware, spiritually aware. It's important to have emotional intelligence so you can know, like, is this really my feelings or my emotions, or is something going on here trying to attach to me? Peace and love, peace and love. And it says number 4, meaninglessness. Our old goals lose their meaning. Our purpose, if we had one, crumbles. Nothing holds meaning. We begin to fantasize about escaping, which is a symbol of wanting to avoid facing our inner darkness. This meaningless is not bad. Meaninglessness is not bad. In the end, it helps you see what is valuable. Definitely. So we can't learn to appreciate the good if we don't experience the bad. Hey, Tilly, welcome in, love. I'm just going over my topic. I go over about the dark night, the great awakening for our spiritual self beings. I'm just going to I guess I'll reset the goal. I don't expect any of you guys to gift me and, get to the goal, but I really appreciate it. Like I said, once again, we'll do, let's see, the pumpkins. Okay. And it says number 5. Why me is the question, the heaviness of the question that you have, like just the heaviness, like you feel like you can't come up for air, like an elephant might be sitting on your chest, like, like give me a break, like when will I have just a moment of peace? That's when it starts to feel like you can't take it no more. And as soon as you start to feel like that, it will let up. You just got to hold on and don't give up. Keep believing in yourself. Keep striving. Keep climbing. It says, why you? You easily sink into victimhood. That's not good. We cannot be victims, you guys. There is no such thing as victim. We are what we make it. We're going to sit there and be dwelling and wallowing and being the victim, and just bitching and complaining, or are we going to make a difference in the solution and change it, or, set boundaries, whatever your situation in that might be dragging you down, we can get out of it. We can change it. We just have to do the footwork. We can't be in that victimhood. Well, then we're going to be vulnerable to the victimizers. And it says, you feel like you're covered with a heavy blanket. This is similar to depression, but the dark night of the soul comes with a deep spiritual aspect. Do any of these signs ring true? I go deeper into them with this video if you would like to see it. So he has a whole video on here. Inbox me if you would like for me to, give you the link or whatever where I get this from, what I'm reading off of. I would be more than happy to help, and, share. So I'm just going to read over this last, actually it has little six paragraphs, little paragraphs of basically what you can do to start to get yourself through this dark night of the soul experience that you may be going through. Like I said, the light at the end of the tunnel, because there is a solution for every problem, I believe strongly. Welcome in, King Kong. I'm just gone over my topic, the Dark Night of the Soul experiences. I just went over the 5 symptoms. Life slows down, the darkness, depression stage, concepts of, everything that you thought and believed in was basically just deconstructed. You feel meaninglessness and then heaviness. It's like, why me, the victimizing role, etc. And it's like, so what do you do? How do you survive this suffocating darkness? So when I first entered my dark night of the soul, I resisted. I tried to avoid it. I was so fatigued that I didn't have the energy to do anything. I definitely resonate with that. Eventually, I realized somehow that I had to keep moving forward. I couldn't do it myself. So I asked for assistance from life, from God, from a higher power, whatever you want to call it. Ancestors, spirit guides, all of them. You can ask all of them for your guidance. That's what I do. This is when life begins to offer help. Things begin to turn around because, a lot of the times too, people feel like, well, when we're believing in the big God in the sky, like, oh, God just wants to, put this test to me because I've been stubborn and I wasn't, doing the godly ways. But it's the exact same, with the higher power, the divine source, the universe. What goes around comes around, like if you know the laws of the universe, definitely take that into consideration and practice it on a daily basis so it becomes unconscious to you. You're just living your lighter being self. That's the main goal for us. It says, eventually I realized somehow that I had to keep moving forward. I couldn't do it myself, so I asked for assistance from life, from God, a higher power, whatever you want to call it. I know I repeated that, but I wanted to go back over. This is when life begins to offer help. Things begin to turn around. Looking back, there were 6 things that were the most helpful to me during this time. Number 1, awareness. Having this wherewithal to not take my thoughts too seriously, I knew I didn't have to identify with every idea, image, sound, and feeling. I was aware of it. It was still painful, but there was more space. Practices like Vipassana meditation help with this because it is a practice of labeling thoughts, feelings, images, and sensations. Really quick, I want to pause right there. If you don't already know, Sue Loves is an amazing Reiki healer. She does amazing Reiki sound baths. That's been really helping me lately. It doesn't have to be a certain type of meditation or healing. Whatever works for you that's where you need to go. Hey, boy, peace, brother. Welcome in. So yes, I definitely recommend doing some type of meditation or yoga, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you is amazing, So to get back to the point I was reading, says you begin to see that you're not what comes and goes through your inner world. You are not your thoughts. Ashe. So number 2, facing your demons. During the dark night of the soul, I had to face my biggest fears, such as being alone, being homeless, and losing security. The way I faced them was to again not get identified when they came for a visit. Instead, sorry, that's a little confusing to me. Instead, I let the thoughts, okay, I'll get it. He didn't let the thoughts identify him when they came for a visit in his head. Instead, I let the thoughts come in. Excuse me. I embrace the accompanying feeling. I let it dance in my body. I relaxed into it. When there is no resistance, there is no fuel. It fuels off of anger, fear, anything negative. I surrendered completely to the energy, and eventually it ran out. Then the next wave would come, and I would repeat the process. Excuse me. So, for example, for that, where he said right there is, every reaction, there's going to be an even bigger action. Vice versa. Every big action, there's going to be a reaction. So just being aware to not feed into the negativity or the thoughts. Don't feed into your negative thoughts, because a lot of the times these negative thoughts are not our own. And it could be a negative entity trying to get the best of us so that it could harvest off of our negative energy that's radiating out of us when we feed into these negative mind control thoughts. Hey, welcome in. So next time you get a bad thought in your head that's negative, that may lead you to some type of depression, I would like for you to really sit down and say, wait a minute. Is this really my thoughts? Is this really my feelings right now? What's making me feel like this? What is my trigger? And I think the more that you can sit down, and become more emotionally aware and intelligent with your feelings, then you can sit there and be like, okay, I'm not going to let this negative energy get the best of me and assassinate my character. You see what I'm saying? So I just try to practice that, and I would do the same as myself. And I feel like I've been doing pretty well with that, because when I was younger, I had a hard time controlling my emotions, and I would just lash out in anger, and then feel terrible about it afterwards, and embarrassed because of the way I had acted and handled things. So we don't want to do that to ourselves. That's self-abuse. So we just need to be more conscious on how we act, because at the end of the day, it's going to affect us more than anybody else. So to continue on, it says inner GPS. At times, it felt like I was abandoned, not just by human beings, but by life itself. But life was there to support me through this process. It spoke to me through movies, books, people, and even silent whispers. It can even speak to you in numbers, angel numbers, anything. If you, in your intuition, feel like that's maybe some type of a sign that you can resonate to and you understand it, believe it, take it in. Don't just let it, go over your shoulder. I feel like there's definitely a lot of things out there that will be giving us messages. A lot of us have spirit guides and protectors, and, a purpose. So we just got to be more aware and see it. Definitely. Says, when did I leave off? It nudged me to look into certain books, to do an online search, or to take a walk in nature. Your inner guidance system is always speaking to you. It's harder to hear during this time, but it is still there. So just remember when you're going through hard times, and it may be your dark times, that, intuition, your protectors, your guides, your team, your ancestors, whoever you may be more intact with, are there still. They're still there with you. They're not going to give up on you. The divine energy. So don't give up on yourself. Like the message I had got is, I have a gift. Stop holding back on myself. Stop doubting myself. My spirit guides and team are ready, waiting for me to make a move. They're ready. I just got to do the footwork. And then number 4, finding enjoyment. It is easy to get bogged down, to scummed to the darkness. We get stuck in shoulds, musts, and have tos. We forget to find enjoyment in the small things, such as taking a walk, listening to music, painting, dancing, or just laying under a star-filled sky. This is a time of quietude, a time of being with yourself. Even in that, you can find enjoyment in the things that don't seem productive. So we don't always have to be doing productive work all the time. We got to take time for ourselves, to love on ourselves, to take that time of solitude, just to get, even if it's just 30 minutes, if you can even do that long, even if it's just 15 minutes, take time to focus on your breathing, go out in nature, whether it's nighttime or daytime. But I do highly suggest to soak in that sunshine, because it's powerful. We need that sun. Just little things. Go outside, even if it's just for a walk to your mailbox or whatever. Number 5, stumbling. All I could do was stumble forward. Keep it pushing, even if you're dragging your feet. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I was going to survive. I didn't know anything. I had no comfort. All I did and all I could do was put one foot in front of the other and wander forward in the dark. Be kind to yourself during this time. Just do your best. That is enough. You are enough. Number 6, health. Health. This should be number 1 in my opinion. Health, health, health. You must take care of yourself, and your body says we go to food to numb ourselves. When we suffer as much as we do in the dark night of the soul, it is easy to reach for alcohol, junk food, and the sweets. This leads to a downward spiral, because when your health declines, the dark night of the soul becomes harder. Yep. And it seems like it will last a lot longer, in my opinion. I know it is challenging and easier said than done, but as much as you can, take care of your body. Give it fruits, vegetables, and plant-based foods. Sure, indulge from time to time, but don't go crazy all the time. Like, don't eat bad foods every day like it's a routine. You will get through the dark night. All you have to do is your best, because that is all you can do. Your mind may say that all is lost, but it is not. Your mind saying that is merely a sign that your old identity is disintegrating. There is something new being born. And remember, if you truly are struggling, there is nothing wrong with seeing a professional or even taking medication, which I don't really highly subscribe. I don't highly suggest just taking medications. Do what's right for you. If you feel like you need that, and that's what the doctor's saying, then, go with your gut instinct. Me personally, I would try to go the more natural way. But, do whatever works for you. And it says, listen to your inner wisdom, what I just said, and common sense. Common sense, I know a lot of people don't really naturally have it. I feel like all of us here do, though. And it says, don't mistake this. Don't make this mistake. What is the natural response to the dark night of the soul is to escape. You just want to run from it. We can't run from it. We got to face it head on. You know, we gotta face it. Eventually, we are going to be forced to face it, and not to scare anybody. It's more of to put awareness out there and spread the word. And I feel like most of us here already have, so we can relate to what this is saying. Yeah, so I'm not going to read anymore because it's more of just what they're personal. And it just says, like, how long does it usually last? There's no particular timeline for a specific, like, group of people. Everybody's experience is different. It's different timings. It's different durations and lengths and speeds. Everybody is unique, so that makes our journey very unique. And it's like a fingerprint, Our spiritual journey is like a fingerprint. Yeah. But yeah, that was just a little bit of this article. Most of it's like a lot of his experience. But, just try to go into these things with no fear. Like, I know our first instinct would be to be, like, afraid of, like, what may come or what may happen. But just know that you are protected. We are loved. We are chosen. And it's only going to make us stronger. And give more wisdom, definitely, because I know it has for me, for my experiences. But I won't hold you all too long. I know I've been on here for a while. I appreciate y'all. I'm willing to stay up a little bit longer if anybody wants to come up on the panel. But I do have a question for y'all if you would like to talk about it now, or maybe write it down. If you would like to share with me, you don't have to share. But I will put the question out there for you guys to just think about. And the question is, have you gone through your spiritual awakening, your dark night? Are you going through it currently? And did you take lessons from it, or did it take you a few experiences to learn from it? And I would love to know how you came out of it and how you feel. Do you feel enlightened? Do you feel thankful to know what you know and to be more aware? Because I know for me, I've definitely been through a few personal experiences. And now the way I feel so thankful. I feel enlightened. I'm grateful for the knowledge that I do have and the things that I've recently learned. It has really helped me find more of myself and to even gain this confidence to be up here on the live on a social media platform with no makeup on, things like that. So, it's just, I've grown a lot. You've been through yours, sis? Yeah, I've been through a few. But I think I will play a couple songs and we can get up out of here. I'd like to go to the beach today. Let's see. I make that feel like my background when I see my to 20K. Shout out to the chat.
I just wanna get you far. Elevate to the sky. I just wanna get you far. Elevate. Yeah, I've been the one I was called upon to level up my whole bloodline. I wear the crown with a heavy head. Came out the darkness with all my light. Running the laps on a marathon. Can't build a legacy overnight. Heal through the pain and the tough times. I just wanna catch a vibe tonight. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the floor. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the whoa. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the floor. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the whoa. Magnificent. I feel like I'm in a different league. Me and Creator got chemistry. I'm not attached to identities. Peace of my soul and I'm living free. I done forgave all my enemies. I cannot let that shit sit with me. Cutting the cords and I've been released. Now nigga about to go crazy. Running up a bag for my wife and my babies. Living in abundance, gratitude on a daily. Feeling unbreakable, you cannot face. My DNA showing trace of a king. Check out the proof of my royalty statement. I know it's my time, yeah, I've been waiting patient. I just wanna get you far. Elevate to the sky. I just wanna get you far. Elevate. Yeah, I've been the one I was called upon to level up my whole bloodline. I wear the crown with a heavy head. Came out the darkness with all my light. Running the laps on a marathon. Can't build a legacy overnight. Heal through the pain and the tough times. I just wanna catch a vibe tonight. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the floor. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the floor. Leave it all out on the floor, baby. Leave it all out on the whoa.
Hey, thank you. Love you. Thank you, guys. Really showing out, lighting up the gifts. Lighting the gifts up. Thank you, Blaine. Thank you so much for all the roses. That's so much appreciated. Play lunge again really fast. You are enough. That's a meditation. That's not really a song. Elevate your mind. Let's see what this one is.
Get Zoom. Forget.
Goodness, I always forget I should turn it down before I press play. The damn commercials.
There is nothing more beautiful than spiritual union. Two souls that come together to destroy and kill the illusion of time and space and separation between the creator and her creation. Love is the joy that leads to salvation, ascension and divine elevation. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. 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 Yeah. I be on time when the time's right. Kundalini rise, get your spine right. Elevate your mind so you shine bright. Forget about your sign, you divine light. Maybe we can elevate. Maybe we can levitate. Maybe we should meditate. Inhale and exhale. That's how we medicate. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind.
Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your heart chakra. Elevate your mind. Open up your. If we come together, hearts wide open, it's a better, sweeter view, sweeter view. Yeah, yeah. Letting go of the illusion, elevate through the conclusion into truth. Maybe we should meditate. Inhale and exhale, that's how we medicate.
I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind. I ain't trying to waste your time. I just wanna elevate your mind. Meditate and shine. Elevate your mind.
Elevate your mind, y'all. So that will be it for my live today. Thank you for the 7 people that were in here faithfully. I appreciate you guys for coming in who weren't able to stay long. Thank you for your presence and your support and all the gifts and all the likes. Let me see if I can see all the... I still am trying to figure out how to see where all who liked everything. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know how to figure this out. Thank you, everybody, though, for that gifted me that was here. I still can't figure out how to see where all the who gave me all the gifts, but I know a lot of people did.
Take your time. To your soul. Embrace the high.
Before we go, I just wanted to say
yourself. Work on your goals.
That when you go through your hard times and your trials and tribulations, like I always say, it is only temporary. These hard times, your dark night, your awakening symptoms is only temporary. Things will be better. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is that silver lining on the cloud. We just really need to focus on self-love so that way we can make that radiate out of us and make it contagious. Like, you know, that's part of our job. Even if we don't save the whole world, if we can help at least maybe one person by being our lighter body selves, then that's reaching our goal. I don't show it because my settings are private. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Tilly. You always show out, always supporting. I really appreciate you, all the love you give, beautiful soul. Oh, spiritual help. Yes, definitely. I got you. I'm trying to think if you want to send me. Well, I could just send you the name of the site. It's the same one that Michelle gave us, but I'll inbox you what I looked up and what I got. It'll give you like a search bar of different, perspectives, I guess. But yeah, I got you. Definitely. Yes, we are fam. Soul Tribe. We passed the boot camp. But all right, I won't hold you all long. Just know, stay positive as much as possible. Keep pushing forward. Keep climbing that ladder. You are doing amazing, you guys. Just keep going. Peace and love, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening. Love you.